what's up you guys? My name is Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog, and today we're going to decorate this little envelope to send this happy mail in. But before I actually just start decorating the envelope, we're going to have to decide who it's going to, because right here I have a huge folder filled with PO box mail that you guys have sent my way, and I made this adorable little pen pal wallet that I'm not going to show you right now because it will be a separate video, and I'm going to send it as a reply to one of these. I haven't actually written the letter yet or anything like that, but I did want to already get a start on the envelope, just so that when I finish the letter I can send it out immediately. So like I said, in here I have all of the mail that I have received and have not replied to yet, and I'm now going to use a Google random number generator. I don't actually know how many are in there. Wow, I just counted all of them, which is a crazy amount. I didn't actually know it was this many because I've been replying to quite a few in the last couple of weeks, but I just counted and it's exactly 50 pieces of subscriber mail. Okay, so I'm going to do a random number generator between 0 and 50. I'm going to click go, and it says number 31. So now I'm going to go back in and count them all. Okay. Number 31. Okay, I just have to make sure. Okay, her address is on the back, so I won't flip it over. But this one is from Katelyn from Australia. So Katelyn is going to receive this little envelope. It's so much smaller than hers, but I just hope you guys know that I never really look at how big or how small how big or how small the mail was that someone sent to me, because I just want to focus on having fun and creating something pretty, whether that's big or small. So I hope that she will like it nonetheless. So this one is going to Katelyn, and I'm going to decorate it. I think I will do a voiceover again, and like I said, it's going to have this little happy mail in it. So I'm going to see if I can use scraps of paper that I've used or something so that it will actually match the mail inside. I don't usually match the envelope to the mail itself, just because, I don't know, I see them as two individual projects in two individual ways I can be creative. But today I'm actually going to try and make it matching. So hey, it's time for voiceover, Vivian. It's again, same as Monday, going to be one of those messy, all over the place voiceovers, because I have some news. I'm literally bouncing on my chair. I'm kind of like, I have that mood where I am super excited, but ridiculously scared, but super excited all at the same time, because in the background, by the way, I'm going to do some die cutting on the paper scraps. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense now, but you're going to see the paper scraps or the papers that I got these scraps from in Monday's video, because then on Monday you're going to see the happy mail that I made for this envelope. But okay, I said I was super excited because I think I told you guys, I hope I did at least, that I was applying for a different job, like a waitressing job at least, because I haven't been super happy at the cat cafe, and I've been trying to make it perfect at the cat cafe, and at a sudden moment you just realize that sometimes a situation cannot be changed, and if a situation doesn't match your needs, then maybe you need to find a different situation. So in my case, that means that I need to find a different job, because the cat cafe, it's fun, but it's probably not the best environment for me right now. So I was looking at a bigger restaurant, because it also, like, I used to work as a waitress in these big restaurants, like a cafe, you know, like a dinner restaurant, a little bit laid back, a little bit like hardworking, large teams, and I really missed that. Like I really missed the interaction with a large waitressing team and then a big kitchen crew, and I don't know, I got really excited by the thought of having a big team again to work with. So I applied for a job, or actually I just sent my resume to this restaurant, but they never replied, and that's like almost 4 weeks ago now. And then a week and a half ago I called them, and I asked the waitress, because one of the waitresses picked up, and I asked her like, hey, did my email arrive? She said yes, I'm going to send her a reminder. But she never, like the boss lady, the one who's in charge of the waitress hiring, she never got back to me, and that kind of annoys me, because, you know, even if you don't need new stuff, it takes like 2 minutes to send an email saying, hey Vivian, we don't need you right now, but thank you. Or we do need you, but we just don't have time to reply to the email. I don't know. And then, by the way, in the background, before I forget, I'm using Distress Oxide. It's 2 different colors. I will link them down below if I don't forget. Because I have all of these paper scraps and all of these die cuts, and I love that, but the envelope was still a little bit too blank for my taste, so I just decided to do a little bit of color blending, ink blending, to make the background a little bit more interesting. But okay, I've been dealing with anxiety for so long, and finding a new job is just really, really stressful. So I thought I would wait until this restaurant got back to me, but then they didn't, and I finally decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to go a different way. I'm going to approach another restaurant, which is very scary, but I did it. So today, Gijs and I, my boyfriend and I, we went to a restaurant for lunch. We've been there before for dinner with my parents, and it's such a fun restaurant. It's like really laid back. The staff is really good, at least in my opinion. They're really good, but they're like themselves, you know, like they're doing a good job, but like they have a soul. Basically, they are doing a good job making jokes and everything, but in their own way. It's not like because I used to do waitressing as well, like an internship at the Hilton Hotel, and then that was really like corporate. You really had to ask specific things, and that's not this restaurant. Like, it's really laid back and cool. I've said that so many times, but I'm really excited. Okay, so I decided I wasn't going to make the same mistake of emailing again, because, you know, you might never hear back from them. So I decided to print out my resume and actually go there, which is terrifying, literally terrifying. But I did it. We went there for lunch, and then that time came where I knew I had to ask, like, hey, do you need waitressing staff? And I was so terrified. At first I wanted to ask, but then I kind of panicked and I just walked to the toilet, you know, like pretending like I was going to the toilet. But then I thought, okay, I'm gonna go pay and I'm gonna ask. And I asked, and the guy I asked was really nice. He was like, yeah, we definitely need waitressing staff. How old are you? And he was like, he wanted to write down my number, and I was like, yeah, I kind of brought my CV. Like, I kind of planned this, you know, it's not as it's kind of pre-planned, but okay. So I gave him my CV, and we had we had a little chat for like quite long, actually, I think 10 minutes. So he asked me a few questions. He looked at my resume, but not that much, because he said, like, you have a really impressive resume, but in the end it's all going to come down to who you are and how you do, because, you know, if I write a resume, I'm only going to write down all of my positives, and I would just like to see your work. So, and then he said, normally I would ask you to come in for a job interview, but you know what? I'm just gonna ask you to do like a test day. So yay, I skipped the job interview. I kind of had an unofficial job interview though, but okay. So I'm gonna go in for a test day on Wednesday. Like, it's really, really quick. I'm going, like, how did you call that in English? In Dutch we call it proefdraaien, which basically means you're doing like a test drive. So I'm going to work on Wednesday. It's going to be a long day right away. Like, I'm going to work from 11 to 8, which is 9 hours, which is way longer than I work now. But, and like I said in the beginning, I am so nervous, but also really excited, because I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for something new. And I'm really, really excited as well. So I'm again, I'm going to say I'm terrified, okay? Because, like, fear of failure, anxiety, it's all there. But I'm pretty sure that if I can keep my calm and if I have fun, I can do it. And that's a feeling I haven't had in so long. Whew. So I wanted to share that with you also because I know that a lot of you who are listening also deal with anxiety or depression or some other mental illness, and I've heard from people that it helps, and I know from personal experience that it helps to hear someone else talk about it. And from my own experience, I can say that it does get better, because a year ago, 2 years ago, I couldn't work, and now I'm upgrading from a tiny restaurant to a big restaurant. And while I'm nervous, I think it's also a normal nervous, because I'm also at the same time super duper excited. So I did want to share that with you. Before I end this voiceover, I am going to tell you a few things about this envelope, just in case I get any questions. That book you see on the left is a luxury paper block that I got from Action. I think the brand is Daycare Time Crafts. You can also buy it on eBay, I'm pretty sure, but they charge you way too much. So if you can, I would just ask someone from the Netherlands to do a swap with you if you want to have these books. So all of the paper and the die cuts are from this book, and then I also die cut some of the scrap pieces of paper with my die cutting machine. And then the hello, that's like, I used the word hello, the die cut hello, I used that in the flip book, and then I cut it out of that orange paper, but actually when you cut the hello out of the paper, like the leftover scrap also looks kind of cool. So what I did is I actually backed that leftover paper scrap with a piece of tracing paper, which is white, so then you can actually see it. And I doodled a little bit around that as well, so you could more clearly see that it says hello. And then, like I said, I did the distress oxides around the page, and I think that's it. A little bit of doodles. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, kind of a messy voiceover, but like I said, I'm literally bouncing on my chair. I could have tried talking about something else. I could have tried to stay on topic, but I probably would have failed because I don't know whether to laugh or to cry or to nervously pace around the house, but all I know is that this is a good thing and I'm really, really ready. So that's it for today. I really hope you guys are having an amazing day. If you want to share something you've made, like inspired by one of my videos, don't forget to use the hashtag ThePaperLetterBlog on Instagram. I also have a Ko-fi page if you ever feel like supporting my channel by gifting me a coffee. That would be really awesome. It's linked in the description box down below, as well as all of my social media links and all of the supplies I've used. So that's it for today, and I will see you very soon. Okay, bye bye.